My name is Rhapsody. Welcome back to Iratus, Lord of the Dead. It's time for us to... Artifact? No? Nothing? I think it is actually just go out into the mission. I had a look at all of the paths, and the path that I decided the best is the one that leads up in this direction, up until this junction, then rides until this elite, and then hits this steely. So we've got one steely so far, as well as one sacrificial altar. Then I get steelies on the right-hand side over here, and I go the furthest way around, get to this grave. I can decide either way there and take the clean exit straight to the boss battle afterwards. Now, the boss battle is probably the thing I'm least scared about on this floor. Is it? I think the pylons are not immune to debuffs. I think I found that out last time because I stunned them. Yeah, they're not immune to debuffs for any reason. Oh, never mind. Pylon is immune to all buffs and debuffs. So they are immune. Oh dear. Well, that's a concern. Because now I need to find a way to actually kill the inventor. Like, yes, I probably have the ability to just be a physical party normally towards the pylons, but I will have to give extra accuracy and stuff to Drew and Diz Namir up here in the front line. And probably even damage stuff to Ballard, because they do have armor as well. Anyway, that's a concern in 13 battles time. Let's have a quick another look at the graveyard. Nothing I'm doing here. You are healed, Neo, so I guess I'll take you back out and throw Ballard back up in. We got Commander Kronos, another level here as well. Pick up Onslaught, and I think you'll just go right back where you were. Alright, sweet. It's just got to be us covered. What is the amulet we got as well? Decrease the critical strength, critical hit strength of all enemies by 20%. No, obviously we don't care about that. Okay. Just making absolutely certain I was wasn't about to make an awful mistake. Rather take the extra second every time. Well, most of the time. Alright, Drawn Warriors. The start of this fight is going to be a little annoying as I have to start getting through that block, but... eh. It'll eventually be okay. I mean, I should probably bone armor each of you. This seems prudent. All right. Now, this party, for multiple different reasons, just focuses on a single target. Obviously, like, oftentimes it's decent strategy just to focus on a single target. But outside of that, obviously, because it's stacking debuffs of the negative block. So the fact that all of the other ones have a bunch of block isn't really that impactful for us, which is effectively me saying that, like, adding a bunch of AoE, like adding a character specifically for the sake of doing AoE to remove block from enemies is not as useful as it otherwise might seem. Yay! I mean, this so far is just working super well. I don't think the Dwarven Warriors do have an attack for the backline. I mean, I also probably don't need to use Volley of Spears in this battle, so I may as well just save the mana. I get 26 mana, 36 mana at the end of this battle, so it's not too bad. That does mean as well, if I desperately wanted to, I could use a spell, but it's not that important.
This will be your
nice. All right, soon we get to find out who's second. I've got... Ooh, hang on, you've got no armor and no resistance eternally, but you also have +6 armor and +6 resistance. Yeah. Shields up is named correctly, but removes all armor? -10 armor? No, that's not true. Removes all armor. You still have armor. So that tooltip should probably be rewritten a little.
Delivered.
Like, ultimately, you do have lower stats than the other one, so I guess I do attack you. Oh, that's interesting. They can actually hit the third line. That's something I thought wasn't the case. Oh, also, their eternal buff there just got removed. They had a buff that had the duration of eternal, but it was removed the turn after. Shields up, I think it was. It wasn't related to a stance, so it shouldn't have been infinite, I think.
Well, that's gonna leave a mark.
Almost. Almost. There you go, that's your buff. Have a look at the buff. It's, yeah, the buff shows infinite as its duration, but is definitely not infinite. I am actually going to get myself a vampire here. Because that enemy is about to escape. I'll just take a free vampire. And they have no ward as well, which is crucial, so I can actually get the curse through. Alright. Easy fight, pretty much exactly as easy as I expected it to be.
As your suffering ends, your service begins.
Did get a little bit more information in the fact that I now know that they can attack the third line. But doesn't really impact me in any way. Yeah, just got myself another vampire sitting out here. Again, we're not going for the excavation hall. At this point, I seem to be making some sort of a point out of not doing that. Could get a second area in the arena. Start training up a... Well, I guess we actually do have a mummy that would fit in there. But again, like, I think, like, pretty much as soon as my minions are level 3, they're fine. That's, like, all of the important abilities are covered by those. And because of that, we do just have brains enough to remake the party a couple times. So I don't think I actually need the arena right now. I am missing out on possibly high-level parts from the excavation. That is kind of eating away at me right now. The possibility of getting, like, excavation and Dead Lake and then just filling it both is not far from my heart. Well, I do have a lot of combats over the course of this floor, so if I am going to do that, I do that now. Right? Next floor, it's way too late. So I had to do it now and now. Yeah, now or never. I'm doing it now. Fine. There's the skeleton.
Just so uninspired.
And our banshee. Now, I am very low on consumables and stuff, which is why I've gone for the Dead Lake. And the Dead Lake has also got a 5% higher chance than it used to. It used to be 10, now it's 15, so it's actually 50% more effective compared to itself beforehand, at least. And yeah, excavation is just so that I can get high quality parts, possibly. So I do have to decide between a quest and a grave. A grave is pretty useful for just getting me someone to throw back up in the graveyard. Possibly a new bone golem or a new mummy, saving me the parts of constructing them. However, if I go to the sacrificial altar a Dark Knight right now, and then go to this battle, use the consumable, the Book of Ancient Knowledge, and get 300 extra experience. So I get 300 extra experience from that, as well as 70 from the grave, or 70? No, 105 from the grave. Yeah, I level up to 3. I level up to 3 after the next battle anyway, so I actually don't need it. But I do want to get quickly close to blood magic. But I guess it doesn't change, right? I still get blood magic by this space no matter what. 105, 105, 300. Yeah, so 505 by that space. Or by the end of this space in particular. which is our next 3 levels. Oh, we're only getting a level and a half from the Book of Ancient Knowledge. I'm also actually not considering the amount of experience you just naturally get at the end of combat as well. I think we'll be close to blood magic either way. I think I'm going to go with the quest just because this does give me the possibility of picking up some extra experience. And if it does, then perfect. Okay, just going straight into battle. The one thing you can count on dwarves to do is set up a tavern in even the most remote tunnels. For what is a dwarf without his beer? It is fortunate that your minions do not drink, so such structures hold no strategic value. However, a band of drunk dwarves has shambled before your army, and is now waving their weapons around angrily and slurring out a whole litany of insults. It seems you have not only stumbled across a bunch of drunks, but ones that are armed to their teeth. Death should sober them up. As long as we're careful about, who we target and when, we should be fine here. Redirect to do your job. Yikes. Plus ward and plus attack and plus block. All attacks and debuffs targeting the merchant are redirected to the chosen ally. Oh, so you're actually getting defended by him. Wild. I guess I'm going to start focusing the musketeer really quickly then, see if I can kill them. I will actually just straight focus on damage as well. Probably going to volley of spears it.
Making a mass grave.
That was the most sensible thing we could do there, I feel. Yeah, just get the main threat off the field instantaneously. Second up is Geomancer, but unfortunately the Geomancer is hard to get rid of while the Trader is still standing there. It's like there's an implied order that I have to take the enemies out in, almost. I guess your stance, but now the only one that I can even hit is you, so I have to actually target you. Fine. Ouch. Oh, their accuracy is so bad. Come on, Trader. Well, that's a touch of an annoyance. Is there anything useful that I can do? Stonefall is lowering our armor resistance. Not really. I could Impending Horror, but that would target both of these. Don't really need that. Fine. Just gets redirected, but I eventually have to make my way through that block anyway, so may as well do it now.
Savor these last few heartbeats.
Whoa, yes!
Your new existence.
If we can kill that enemy without actually even removing the rest of their block, I'm going to be so pleased. That said, it's not very likely that we manage to do that. Whoa! When did that actually become a damage dealer? I'm serious. I was expecting that to do nothing. Oh, I guess previously my party would have possibly had some magical resistance across it, but we have no resistances in this entire party. Not really, at least. So close. Really happy I made that push because this Geomancer seems to want to be in the final position on the board, and I seem to not to want to let them. Yeah. Especially because the Trader just has 30 evasion. Like, accuracy is really important, and we just
Making a
desperately
mass
need some.
grave.
Finally.
Part of the breathless
Now
tide.
it's time to start healing up, right? Everyone else just hits this. Yeah, unfortunately that can hit the backline, which is really annoying. Fine. We're going to keep Neo in the party after this, but I think Patricia actually needs to take a rest. So if Patricia is taking a rest, I also think I'd probably use Volley of Spears here.
Making a mass grave.
Come on, kill. Very important to kill. Get him. Thank you. Woo! Yeah, Patricia's going to take a rest down. Fine with that.
Display of mortal kind.
Outcome could have been a lot worse. You've made sure that the dwarves will never again utter a single word against you, or any words for that matter. Beyond their dead bodies is a tavern where you discover a barrel upon barrel of the finest dwarven ale. How would you like to use this to your advantage? Ransom it back to the dwarves, get something of value for the bounty, or poison the brew and let another group stumble across it. Better to use this opportunity to weaken your foes. So weaken your foes typically just means like your next couple of combats have some sort of buff to them. I'm not interested in that.
Dark collecting.
Ooh. You may be an evil necromancer, but you're no savage. You're perfectly capable of parley, especially when you're the one holding all the cards. The dwarves curse you, but eventually surrender some of their weapons for the ale in your possession. Yeah, a bunch of weapons that I don't need, and an insurance deal that isn't particularly effective for us. Cool. Cool. Alright, at the very least, we do have the units to drop in and out here. Not exactly as many as I would possibly have hoped for, but you have some. Do I want to expand the mortuary, just get one more space in it right now? It's difficult because not only could I go for the mortuary, but I could actually just go for like second area in the Dead Lake or the excavation. It'd be Excab if I was doing that, right? Definitely go Aya for Relentless Evil.
Nothing but my anger to purge this world.
So we've now got Relentless Evil active. Yeah. Extra 5 after this. Yeah, we're going to get really close to blood magic, like, by the time that we get to here. It's going to be really good. Alright. So I think we will just leave Drew here in the excavation hall. I think we'll probably just save the rest of these architect souls, rather than expand the excavation right now. I could afford a ghoul, though. So what? I'd make a ghoul and a blood phantasm and then just throw them in the excavation? Fine. Only because I have a lot of resources right now and I'm actually feeling a little bit comfortable about it. Come on, game. Take some of my resources away. I don't need to taunt you to do that, but keep things exciting.
Built on a foundation of bone.
Alright. So next battle is 2 berserkers and a traitor. 2 berserkers and a traitor. Damn it. Alright. Well, the problem here is that the traitor has 30 evasion. And if the traitor is causing me trouble constantly while the berserkers are doing a bunch of damage, life suddenly becomes awful. So thankfully, the fact that we have enough mana to go into the next battle and pretty much instantaneously cast 90 damage on the traitor is pretty useful. And that's pretty much just going to be how we deal with the battle, I feel. Okay. Final thing that I need to do is just check if any of these have equipment that means they have to be in a different position than they are currently. That's a big old no right there. Here we go. Cool. Come on, high initiatives. Damn. Giant debuffs on yourself, though. Much appreciated. All right, I am going to go for the pull, just to try and remove the block from the enemy, but unfortunately didn't even manage to hit him. I'm going to go for the pull, try and remove the block from the enemy. Didn't even manage to hit him, but that's fine.
This is exactly what I thought was going to be a giant problem for us.
You know, it's good to see at the very least that I accurately predicted it. We don't need to care about whether or not it was good. Did manage to predict it, though. Again, managed to dodge anything that would have removed that block from you. Again, managed to dodge anything that would have removed that block from you. Hey, trader, you need to calm the hell down right now. It's getting real not funny real quick.
Making a mass grave.
You're not making a mass grave, you're making a fool out of me, though. I really don't appreciate it. I feel like we're probably going to lose our first 2 units this fight. Come on! Hit the units! Video game, please.
Impale this wretch.
Can crit you, but I can't hit you.
Ashes to ashes, dust
Damn it.
to dust.
I'm actually kind of sad that that enemy got away and died to that crit, because I just wanted to say afterwards, I wish I knew how to crit you, but unfortunately the enemy stole my ability to do so. Alright. Yeah, we need to get one of these berserkers down real quick. And then the other berserker also down real quick. Is this where I say goodbye to Commander Kronos? Because Commander Kronos, you are level 4. I could have you self-destruct right now, dealing 70 damage to each of these frontliners. Oh, no, hang on. I have you do the splintering.
Hope there will still be enough left.
Then next round, because you're acting really quickly, I'll have you kill yourself and all of the enemies as well.
Give them no mercy.
Or do I trust in you? I trust in you.
So, this is what 1,000 years of evolution looks like? Pathetic.
It's fine. Enemy's less lucky. I hit the Bone Ward on the enemy that looks like it might die instantaneously. See if it saves them.
More than death to stop my legions.
Okay, so the Berserker did a thing where it killed all of the rest of my party instead. So... You suck so much. Ah! All right. Fine. What can we now do? Well, like, we gotta use Amp Curse there.
One less annoyance in the world.
Good swing, bud. Would you like to just, like, let us out of the bad, though? Just let us out of the battle, please? Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have physical attacks I can use from here, so I'm just cursing the enemy. Good crit, though. 12 Warrior crits. Nope. Crit would have killed the Commander Kronos there. Hey, it does look like I was actually correct. We are going to lose our first 2 units here. Funny that. What a rough fight. Ouch. Thankfully, we have the ability to, like, instantly remake our party. Yikes. They are missing a little bit of their HP. At the very least, the best equipment is on the characters that have survived. So that's great. We have brains to go in new characters. That's fine. We probably, by this point, have the ability to create, like, new minions without feeling too bad about it. Yeah, we got some good bones. Could even get another good bones. That said, unfortunately, like, all of the new minions we would create would all pretty much use the same materials, which is my big concern here. I think at this point we are just straight up making a new party. So let's have a look at the alchemy table. So skulls become bones. So that's really, really unfortunate. But dust becomes skulls. And like, we're not using dust. We are using rags. We're not using blood, not using ectoplasm. So we can make a lot of rags. We can make a lot of flesh. And we can make a lot of skulls pretty easily. Okay. Let's get 3 more skulls here. So I have the ability now to make 2 blue skulls. No, I can't do that. Because I need 4 skulls just to make the bone golems. Alright, so let's have a actually just straight look at our skulls, right? So I can make a blue, I can make 3 blues actually. Just 1 bone golem and 1 mummy. Or I can compromise. If I make 1 bone golem and 1 mummy and I put Drew into the next battle, how bad is that? That next battle could be awful. Let's do the thing that's non-negotiable so that we can actually scout out that next battle. Let's make the Dark Knight.
Inspiring leader, but irrelevant for the armies of undead.
Go to the sacrificial altar, throw the Dark Knight in, sack you. Getting my Book of Ancient Wisdom that I've been looking for.
Now I will make mortals tremble before me. Well, even more than previously.
All right. God, that one, just like, that one attack. Ugh, berserkers, yo. Real annoying. It would have been fine if it was just like berserkers with anyone except for a trader as well, because the trader guarantees that I have to focus on the trader first. Otherwise, the trader has a stance that they can just start, and I have to let them become the target that I start targeting. So it's really annoying. All right. I think I make the 3 skulls, and I think I do go with the... No, I can't go with the lower... Bone Golem. No, I can do it. It's fine. We can just focus the Berserker next combat. It's totally okay. Okay. I'll also expand the Mortuary so I can start healing up Ballard. I'm going to salvage as much as I possibly can here. Use the Ghoul to make the Mortuary.
You will bring me their heads, their hearts, and everything else.
I forgot that the Mortuary still actually needs 40 for its second space. I was thinking, oh yeah, the first time you spend on any of these locations, you spend 20 and then 40 afterwards. I didn't build the Mortuary, so it must be 20, but no, it's fine. Damn. Okay. So I'm looking for what level of skull? It was blues, right?
It's no gold, but it will do.
Extremely important that I prevented that from happening. The joining of those 2 blue skulls there, that was about to be awful.
The smell.
Accuracy and evasion, vigor and luck, and vigor and luck in worse amounts. Okay. Accuracy and evasion is probably the one that goes on the bone golem. Very small amount of accuracy though. Especially compared to our enemies. Okay. So next up, I've got 1 blue bones, 2 blue bones, 3 blue bones. I can make 3 blue bones, and I have 1 purple bones sitting on the outside. Okay. So I probably make two blue bones, have a purple bones, use all of those for all of the minions and their equipment, and everything's fine. And then the rest of the bones that I have left over, I'm gonna make the... What are they called again? The etched bones for extra accuracy and a random perk. And then put that on both of the... Yeah, pop that on both of the bone golems, I feel. Okay. So if that's the plan there, let's start making the bones.
Behold my work.
That's fine. Then we pivot to the flesh, which, yeah, I think I spent, like, all of the flesh making other stuff to stock areas. That's fine. Start building up the rags, because it is rags for you, right? Yeah, rags and flesh. I mean, I do have the ability to now get transplantation, and in fact, I need that right now. Otherwise, this whole plan is a little bit dumb. Wait, no, it's not. Oh, never mind, because I'm not upgrading units. I'm making new units. Damn it. It's because I was looking at Patricia, though. I was thinking that as well. Okay, so... Flesh and rags. Fine. So we go and make the highest level rags we need. Or that we can, rather.
Of successful alchemy.
Luck, evasion, armor. Not bad. Could be a lot worse. Final thing that we upgrade is flesh, but we need to make new flesh from armor.
It's no gold, but it will do.
I actually think I trade some weapons into flesh as well. Sorry, into armor, and then trade that armor into flesh. Yeah.
A skeleton will clean up this mess later.
Okay, so I need to do that 2 more times. And then I can get
gold, but it will do.
2 blue armor. I mean, I guess I can just make it all flesh first.
A skeleton will clean up this mess later.
Oh, no, wait, I can't, because I needed to make a green. Damn it. Whatever, I'll still make a decent amount of flesh. This will get us to literally 1 below purple. Oh my god, I screwed this up so badly. Right? Yeah. It's gonna get me 1 below purple. It's really annoying. If only I did it slightly differently, I would have been able to manage the weapons correctly. So if I join 2 weapons here... No, that's not going to do it. I needed the ability to join either the weapons or the armor so that I could get all of the armor and all of the weapons into flesh. I don't know how to better explain that. It is... I'm really trying. 2 of these make a green, another 2 would make another green, and then I would have 2 blues. I could turn those 2 blues into 2 blue armor, and then I would have 2 blue armor to become 1 blue flesh, and then I would have the ability to make a fully purple flesh. Damn. But unfortunately, I can't do more transmutation, because skulls make bones, and bones make weapons, and then it goes from there, right? And that's the big problem. That's the exact stuff that we can't use. Let's make our bone golem first, right? Am I giving you evasion, attack, and ward? I don't think I give you that one. Give me the luck and evasion. And you do have the extra accuracy, and this one's extra vigor and luck. I give you the smaller vigor and luck one.
Ah, this is what a necromancer's war machine looks like.
Mm-hmm. It's just that flesh that's real disappointing.
Ah, the smell of successful alchemy.
Purple level flesh could have been so damn good. I'm so mad. Oh well, whatever. Got some extra accuracy out of it at least. Very slight the amount of accuracy you got though.
Easier to make my enemies unlucky than being lucky myself.
Alright, so that constructs our entire backline. It only took an entire episode to do. Let's go to the alchemy extraction. Use the final 4 bones in the way I was intending. Ooh, super low accuracy and you actually have super low HP and you'll get extra accuracy. Okay, that's actually kind of useful. Misericord is probably the easiest one to get rid of here. It doesn't actually help the things that are most important for my bone golem to have. Also, you should probably... Ooh. Starting turn at the first position. +3 vigor for 3 turns, or starting turn at the first position. Iratus restores Wrath. 3 vigor for 3 turns and it stacks 9 times. I mean, like, a bone golem is in the front line half of the time. Sure. Alright, so that was us trying to fix our accuracy issues right there. Next up, we have to decide which of you gets the 5 brain, and that's got to be the bone golem, just because of Splinter Hell. Yeah, the armor and the resistance from that in particular are why we have to take that one.
My enemies
Extra critical hit damage. There's your extra HP. There's the push. Oh, sorry, there's extra accuracy as well. Maybe I should have considered throwing that to Rupture for the extra accuracy as well, especially considering next floor, like, dodging is going to be a real problem for us. All right, Mummy. Extra accuracy when it's available. That's actually how the whole, strategy works. Let's go with that one, and then Dire Curses for the extra initiative. All right. The final thing that I have to worry about is just protecting Drew in the battle. If Drew lives through this battle, we're all good. Also, actually, the final thing that I have to worry about is throwing my units in useful places. There we go. All right. The most vulnerable time in a run is like after something almost broke the back of the run, going into another fight immediately after. So that's why I wanted to be so careful there, lest I lose everything real quickly. Good lord! Did that seem way too quick to anyone else? Yikes. All right.
Making a mass grave.
My only goal is to make sure that Berserker dies before it does a ridiculous amount of damage to my entire party, and frankly, I'm feeling pretty accomplished right now.
This is my
Hell yeah.
kind of entertainment.
Actually, time for you to start healing back up, Drew. I know, pretty early in the fight to do that, but still. Yikes, that Stonefall stacking is actually still really, really disturbing. All right, Geo, let's pull you out of place. Lovely. They're taking really, really useless actions as they try and move themselves backwards now. That said, they have a whole party that's very more than willing to help them move backwards by constantly moving ahead of them. All right, Geo is finally on negative lock. Geo does basically no damage if you actually go for the... exactly, that ability. Love it.
Antediluvian evil comes for you.
Good crit, but no kill. You can see that we're starting to heal at the start of, like, every one of my units' turns. Yeah, the way that I focused on going for the Wrath tree eventually, I think is actually correct as well. God. It feels like that tree is essential every time I run through the game. I hope it isn't, but
God, it looks it.
if not essential, then just, like, heavily incentivized. Hey, nice debuffs. Mind if I add to them? I'm almost feeling like I should actually just keep healing on my frontliners just for the sake of buffing them. Oh, right. Also, we need to figure out who died and then allocate new names. Yeah, crit's not going to kill you, though. Oh, it would have, I guess. Oh, but never mind. That is my unit with all of the good equipment. Okay, that makes sense.
Good. More materials. Ooh, I didn't think it would be this easy.
I'm pretty pleased with how frequently we've been actually connecting these hits. It seems like I decided, hey, our accuracy isn't enough, and then actually managed to solve the problem, rather than saying, as I usually would, hey, our accuracy isn't enough, and then continuing until the run lost, and then going, what happens? Where did it all go wrong? Pull him. Hell yeah, get those yoinks. The enemy is actually getting pretty keen to run away. And Blood Curse is not usable. Damn. Blood Curse would be usable if we had the final part of our tree completed yet.
Soon this
Got him.
world will be mine.
Hey, there's the Standard of Darkness, finally! Woo! That said, do I actually use it? Something I've been waiting for so long, but like, that's how I ended that battle. That's how I end most of my battles. Like, I don't really need it. Okay, so, actually, roll call. Let's do a quick check here. I'm so sorry, moms, that you've been designated as the unit that just stays in the base the entire time. We have access to moms, Ballard, Commander Kronos, Drew, Patricia, and a mummy. So that means that we lost Ballard. No, we didn't lose Ballard. Oh, we lost Neo. And Disneymere, I think. Yeah, Neo and Disneymere. Okay. So each of you are now the second. Sorry, I actually have to record all of this stuff. And it's slightly difficult to do so. Okay, so for the new names, we get Carl, the first of your name. And then this mummy in the back line picks up, oh, Neo, the second of your name. Beautiful. So we have all of the experience that we needed from that. We are pretty close. What, two more combat rooms? That's not going to be enough for the blood magic, though. How close am I to the Steely? Okay, never mind. 3 more combat rooms. Yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're actually going to have the final part of that skill tree that I wanted by the time we get into that elite combat up there. That's going to be our next, like, big stopping point. I feel strongly at the very least. Until then, though, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Iratus, Lord of the Dead. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.